The Ministry of Finance is reporting a sharp shortfall in the government's primary surplus during the first 2 months of the fiscal year, reflecting weaker than expected tax collections. More in this report from Kevin White.
Data released by the ministry show that the primary surplus, the amount of money set aside to service the national debt, excluding interest payments, totaled $6.7 billion between April and May. That was below the approximately $20 billion originally targeted for the period. The shortfall came despite the government reducing spending by $6 billion. It was largely attributed to revenues and grants falling $20 billion below target, while tax collections were $22 billion below projections. The weaker revenue performance follows a 7.3% contraction in the economy during the final quarter of last year and a further 4.1% decline in the first quarter of this year, meeting the definition of a recession. The primary surplus, originally projected at 5.4% of gross domestic product, remains the government's main fiscal target as it works to reduce the country's debt burden. However, the government has already pushed back its target of reducing the debt to GDP ratio to 60% from the 2027-28 fiscal year to 2028-29, citing the economic impact of Hurricane Melissa. Cameron White for the Financial Report.
Remittance inflows into Jamaica are showing signs of slowing, with fewer dollars being sent home by Jamaicans living overseas. Executive Chairman of Market Research Services, Don Anderson, says the decline is a concern as many households continue to rely on money sent from abroad to meet everyday expenses.
Remittances have been a solid performer in terms of shoring up the disposable income and the ability of people to survive. So far, remittances are reporting a 3% fall off compared to what we thought was a growing improvement. 30% in 2025 received remittances, nowhere near the peak of 38% in 2016, but beginning to pick up. What we've found so far for the year, remittances are down by 3 percentage points. If that continues, it will be a worrying factor.
Executive Chairman of Market Research Services, Don Anderson. Remittances remain one of Jamaica's most significant sources of foreign exchange, equivalent to roughly 15.3% of gross domestic product. Meanwhile, the latest business and consumer confidence indices say consumer confidence has fallen by 2.3%. Business confidence is up by 2.3%. 116 firms were surveyed. The Jamaica Bankers Association has announced the phased withdrawal of checks.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the ways of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in his law do we meditate day and night. For we shall be like trees planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth our fruit in our season. Our leaves shall not wither, and whatsoever we do shall prosper. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show for what we call Big Wednesday, the 22nd day of July. And, hey boy. Somebody call Juliet Cuthbert Flynn for me now, please. Somebody call Juliet, the Minister of State in the Ministry of Security and Peace. Them say, when you throw a stone in a pig pen, are the one where squeal or squeal get hit. Is Juliet squealing? Eh? JCF, them here calling. Hey, Juliet! Juliet. Give me a link there. Minister Juliet Cuthbert Flynn. Because me I go post something here now. I want to know if you put up this Juliet. We want to know if this is really true. Hey, we still look for Michelle Charles, you know. Anybody see Michelle Charles? You remember an interview we did with Rosemary Shaw, MP for Eastern St. Thomas, who told us that Michelle Charles, after she lose the election, still use the CDF money to buy leggings and all kind of things. Hey, we still a look for you. But Juliet, you really wrote this? Juliet? Look where I have her up. Cases are clearly investigated and persons are given a chance by conducting hearing before their names are put out in the public for illicit enrichment. Are hearings conducted in Jamaica when there is an investigation? I keep hearing that persons who are accused are not given a chance to explain. Is that true? The IC a few months ago tried to enter my home and didn't want to give the gate any information. And they told the security they wished to visit my premises. They were turned back because they tried to visit without prior. Hey, Juliet! How this? How you so early? Morning, evening, good afternoon. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Yeah, man, good evening. One of your regular listener, you know?
Yeah, man, you're early, you beat Neville. You're the open batsman, you beat Neville. Hey. Mama!
Yeah.
Yes.
I really anxious to get in touch with you. I called yesterday evening telling you should go to the roots.
Go to the what?
To the roots.
What roots?
That was what he said to you. You should always go to the roots. The roots are the information or the starting point or so.
Mm.
He called you several times yesterday, man, and was with you a very long time.
Yeah, man, but you said that to say what now?
To direct him to a route that he should go to.
Oh.
Tell him to go to the court report on the election of 1998, the 1997, the Southwest St. Andrew constituency, the court report, and tell the country if that playbook is any different from what happened in 2025.
You mean hold on, which constituency that? Andrew Wellness constituency?
I won't call any name, just check it.
No, but a lot of us don't know who is in those constituencies by the way that you just name it. If you tell us the MP, because I am wondering if you are referring to when Andrew Wellness won that seat the first time. I don't know if that you talk about.
Most definitely.
Yeah, tell her. What would he find if he go to the route?
The Carter from the Carter Center.
Yes.
Confirmed and counted the number of votes that he witnessed and put in place in the box.
Yes.
And both Miss Carter signed, Mr. Carter signed, the former president signed.
Yes.
And said they witnessed that these are the votes.
Yes.
And that was at the preliminary count. At the time of the final count, there were 0 votes in those boxes. What do I say?
The vote came in at 0.
Carter signed and said what he said count at the preliminary.
Yeah.
And at the final count, there were 0 votes. 0 votes, no vote, no ballot.
And that election was overturned, right?
About 3 times. Yeah.
And who came out the winner? Who the court gave that election to? Or it was rerun? How it did go again? I don't remember.
It's important to look it up and go on to the court report.
Listen. Tell the people them what you know. And stop tell people if you go search when you come with an argument. When you come with an argument, give the people them where you know. And then if they want to verify it, they go research.
Okay, good. It's on Google court report. And what the court report said about that election, that the incumbent took it to court. Ooh. And the counting was that Carter signed and Mrs. Carter verified that 600 votes were to the opponent, Blake, I think a man by the name of Blake. And when the final count, there was no vote, none of the ballots were there. And there's a gentleman by the name of Mantle. To this day, Mantle can be prosecuted and locked up because he took away the boxes. Oh. And based on the examination of the court, but the court just leave it hanging, it did not finalize.
And what did happen to that election? The seat was given to Blake, as I go?
One time, at one point.
And then what happened?
Yes. It was overturned. It's about 3 different times it went through the system.
So what Paul Buchanan is trying to do is not far-fetched.
No, it's a carbon copy of 1997.
That is it. So
carbon.
So we have to look on all these things.
Indeed. But it's a carbon copy of 1997. And the point I really want to make is to show the country and our people that if we do not fix things, all you said can fester and become what it is. Because here it is, 28 years ago that happened. And it wasn't properly remedied. And look, they repeat itself. And I hear callers on other programs can tell you MP that voted in their locality and voted in that election in Southwest.
Our MP?
Yes, in 2020. I won't call his name, but if the voters list can be checked and see that vote was done by an MP from elsewhere and voted in that constituency too. But beyond that.
Hold on, man. You are saying that a member of parliament voted twice in a general election?
In 2020, yes.
How where the backside blade you say? How will you say?
Yeah. All right. Beyond that now. You see this argument about the voter turnout? It is no more than 48 million ought to be on the voters list. And you can let Ralston or any sensible person. They don't, it's 2.8, the overall population. And the voters list is showing 2 million plus people. No such thing.
I don't think 2 million. 2 million upon the voters list?
Yeah, like 2 million and some nearly 2,100,000. Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, double check it. And nothing over double check.
On the Jamaican voters list?
Yeah. And nothing wrong with that. But in the Southwest constituency, the voter turnout was 100% or more.
In that same constituency?
Yeah,
2.1 million.
Exactly. Exactly. Remember, the former director of election come out and said, he says 1.75, but I'm saying it could be about 1.8 million people. So we have a voter
Who is eligible to vote?
Yes.
Well,
So
guess
that is a fix that must be remedied. And the director of election, I heard a caller was telling you, he shouldn't go within 1 million miles of the election office.
Who that? Who?
Brown, Gaston Brown.
Shouldn't go near the voters, shouldn't go near the electoral office. Why?
Or ink went out to other people.
Ink?
Or ink, yes, long before.
But you can't accuse Brown of that.
Who is the manager? Who manages the thing? I manage it.
But is that the only place you can get ink from the electoral office of Jamaica?
I even have to answer that. I can't answer that. But he's in charge.
Yeah, but you have to be careful. You can't blame him, because there are wholly part of ways that I think people can get ink. And ink look like ink, maybe not even the real ink some people have.
Ultimately, he's in charge, and his responsibility is to see that we have clean and fair election. And
anyway,
wait, before we go, answer this as well, too. Do you know that the Friday when the security forces voted, the amount of bomb threat all over the island, all over, several bomb threats?
Yeah, man, I remember.
What is the outcome of those bomb threats?
Nothing.
Any report on it?
Nothing.
Nothing. A serious thing as that. Nothing. And do you remember the night of the election, what took place?
What took place the night of the election?
All the communications went down.
That wasn't the night. At the night, it never go down in the day too. I think it go down in the day too, you know.
Well, and at the RGD, up to now, the RGD has not been fixed because of intrusion there too. Yeah.
All right, brother. All right, we'll talk.
Yeah.
Respect.
We'll talk. Respect, enough respect.
1-876-804-7072. This is the Colin Bell Show. Let me welcome everybody in the chat room. Welcome to all our listeners and our viewers, wherever you're listening or watching from. Good evening and welcome to Portland Spice TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, like, and share the channel. Become a Portland Spice ambassador. Illicit enrichment is to rile up all the people who dislike politicians, to stain us. Unfortunately, that stain stay after all is cleared, and that the 8 remains. Juliet, are you under investigation for illicit enrichment? Because if you are under investigation for illicit enrichment, you would know, and you need to come and chat. We ask you, if Nara is the law of the land, hold on, caller, and the PNP have no power to reverse it, why is the GLP making a fuss over a leaked voice note? Chris Campbell, they're just looking for something to distract us. And that's why our focus is on the Integrity Commission, what they are doing. Our focus is on the TCN. Our focus is on Andrew Wheatley, Andrew Holness, Xavier Main, and we are asking, should we put Juliet Cuthbert Flynn in that same package? Our focus is on the recession that the Jamaican economy is in. Our focus is on the shortfall of revenue that the government plan to get and not getting. Our focus is on the suffering of the Jamaican people. And now we must also talk about that little girl that was raped and murdered in Trelawney. What a sad day. I say, leave our children alone. Stop killing off the children. Seek God and his throne. Nephew, uncle, good evening.
Mr. Bell, how you do, my brother?
Not good. They kill another child.
I want to say a special evening to you and your followers on the program. And I also want to thank you very much to tell that beautiful comrade, young lady yesterday that I read just on before her. I would love to meet her and to have a drink and chat the politics with her.
On the 31st of July, we're having a little link up at Boston Beach.
Me hear you announce it.
Yeah.
I would have loved
You
to
never
be here,
can. You
man,
never
because-
can tell. She might be there. I don't know. You never can tell.
And it would have been very nice to meet her there and start a relationship
Stand up,
there too.
No. You maybe can meet her, but there will be no relationship. Whether social, platonic, or
Mr. Bell,
otherwise.
Mr. Bell,
Yes.
I can afford to take care of my wife, you know.
And
I can afford to
stay,
take care.
take care of your wife.
So she become my wife. I will
No,
be able to take good care
That
of her.
will never
What
happen.
what I call you about, the PNP seems as if they have a Easted Ori come up press conference today calling on Cuthbert Flynn to make it known if she is being investigated for illicit enrichment.
Yes.
Well,
It wasn't a press conference. They put out a press release.
Oh, a press release they put out.
Yes.
I have an issue with that because if I remember, the IC annual report to the Parliament,
Mhm.
I believe, told us that they were investigating a certain numbers of people for enrichment.
For illicit enrichment,
they-
yes.
Yes, and they eventually cleared some of them.
They
meaning
cleared 6.
We get the impression
They cleared 6.
they're no longer.
Investigating 6
I
out
am-
of the 15.
I am saying that I don't think it is fair for if I using the word carefully, if
Mhm.
Ms. Cuthbert Flynn being investigated, she should come and make it known
Why not?
because of the type of politics we practice in this country. She will be exposing herself for those set of PNP who still like some labor right, who accusing the IC of being corrupt, which I don't see them being corrupted.
There's
And based
nothing
on
corrupt
what-
about the IC. Anybody who is saying the IC corrupt is because they are a part of a cult and they are
Mhm.
against the IC because the IC is drawing up some of them people who needs drawn up.
I am saying, I don't think it is fair for her to come out and disclose that and then it being said, and then no, when if the IC should clear her, then the argument say that the IC being corrupt and because of politics why they clear her and
No,
stuff.
but
I've been-
listen. If we are gonna respect the IC one way, we have to respect them the other way, nephew.
Yes.
If we are going to say that the IC is doing their work because they are investigating the Prime Minister and SFA charge Wheatley. Then we must also accept when the IC say we have no further interest in X or Y.
We should. We should. But because of the politics, Colin, you know, Colin, that they will want to say that it's politics and
but it's just
corruption,
like look at Young Jamaica. Have the GLP dissolved Young Jamaica? Because they need to dissolve Young Jamaica. Remember, Young Jamaica came out and called on Mark Golding to say why his statutory filing has not certified. And from the Integrity Commission release Mark Golding, the summary on Mark Golding's statutory filing. We haven't heard nothing out of Young Jamaica, but I hope the reason why we haven't heard anything from them is that they have been dissolved by the Jamaica Labour Party.
Mr. Bell, the Young Jamaica and the PNP youth arm are not different. When it come out against the opposite side, you will see them fly out of the block to make comment.
Man, but when me I say nephew, you call out a man, you call upon a man and I say your statutory filing not certified, which I don't think they had the moral authority to do it, because if the Prime Minister statutory filing can't certify for 4 years, who are they to come call upon Mark Golding? However, they did. And shortly after the Integrity Commission released a summary, which the law requires, of Mark Golding's filing. Since that time, we have not heard Young Jamaica. So we are saying that I am hoping that the reason why we have not heard them is because they were dissolved by the Jamaica Labour Party.
I don't think they dissolved. But I agree with you that Mark deserves apology.
Of course.
And that would, I agree with you. I can't disagree. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. But I don't think it is fair for the PNP to ask him, Mr. Cuthbert, to come make us know if she's under.
Nephew, I disagree with you. I think it is fair. Hold on, and let me say to you. I think it is fair for not just the PNP, but the Jamaican people to call on all politicians, all parliamentarians who are under investigation for illicit enrichment to step aside from there. If they are ministers, they must step aside and get them name clear. And you know what hurt me? Those who ran in the last election, knowing that they were under investigation. Man like Wheatley should have resigned as MP too, because we were saying it, that those who are under investigation for illicit enrichment should not have offered themselves to run as member of parliament.
All right, Miss Colin. Okay, Mr. Bell.
You not agree with me? You not agree with me? Nephew, when you angle taxpayers' money, man, as Emily Shields say, you should be above the fray. You can't free handing at people money and at the same time the institution set above to ensure that you are not living high off the hog. You can't satisfy those requirements and you still want to run. You should run.
Mr. Bell, mind these words come back to Aunt you.
To Aunt me? Aunt me? Me no want taxpayers' money, nephew. If I get elected and I get my pay, that is what I want. I will work for the people as I've been working for them for free. So if I work for them and I get one little piece of money, me will take that as satisfy. All right.
Mr. Bell. All right, sir.
Blessings. 1-876-804-7072. Yes, caller.
You ready to talk? Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Good evening and welcome.
Nephew, I believe today I'm gonna speak low and calm.
Yes.
Nephew is passing his place with you in a nice way.
Yeah,
what
man.
He means those might come back to beat you. When you're of quality and standard and have integrity, whether anybody are watching, yes or no, you're good.
Hey,
right?
let me tell you something.
You have
Let me tell Nevia something. Me manage a backing band, Rhythm 2000, from 1994 right up until COVID. And you know, it's two things we mash up bands in a Jamaica. Woman and money. Yeah? Me manage the band, me collect every cent, every time. And you can ask any member of the band about me and money. Me no ramp with people money, nephew. Me no ramp with people money.
Very out of order.
Yeah, man.
You have patience, man. I tell you, you have patience because he never speak the truth as to what is happening over on his side.
Me.
And that I don't like people like that.
Let me
When
tell
it's
Neville one
truth,
more
it's
thing.
truth. It doesn't matter who.
Let me tell you Neville one more thing. Me involved in the Jerk Festival at Portland from 2003. Integrally involved. Yeah? And me most of the time angle most of the money. Yeah? And nobody can accuse Shaka Fame of taking nobody money. Whether little or enough, everybody get their money. And we hear them say 30,000 people got some fest. In 2003, we collected from 32,000 people at the Boston Jerk Festival. 32,000. 27,000 adults and 5,000 children. Yeah, man. So, no ramp with me, nephew. A big league we come up in, and we know money. Yeah?
All right.
We sell house. So we know money. Whole heap of money. We hold for ourselves. And we give people money. Whole heap of money. Talk to me, Carla.
Just say this to somebody.
Talk to me.
Yeah, like somebody else can get a call. Neville, please, in a nice way, do not come back on the platform to talk your despicable kind of way to Mr. Collin. Please don't. Just try come good. Okay, that is it. Now, Mr. Collin.
Yes.
A good leader. These are some of the principles of a good leader. Clear integrity. We just talked about that.
Yes.
Trust, communication skill, good influence, accountability. Again, I repeat, accountability, which Jamaica Labour Party suffer from, and essential qualities. Right? And there is more, but I just go down deep.
Yes.
Right? Now, a good leader, the qualities of a good leader, these are they and more. Now, the Jamaica Labour Party suffer from this. And this is the problem. And I don't understand. If it had been the jail, the PNP, mighty God, because we see the two comparison, and we cannot stop talking about Azan. Right? And they just want to do what they want to do, and nobody must say anything. They break laws, they are immoral, they don't know nothing about ethics. The Constitution, them coming like kind of nothing to them, which governs the country and align with what to happen for the poor. Right? Them rig that. The leader who is under onus, the onus is on him because he sits there and allow all of these things to happen. And he says nothing to his ministers. And he can't because he's the same thing and they will point finger on him. Right? We all know that. Now, a good leader, could he assess himself with all of these? That he's a good leader? No way. He falls short long enough. Short. And I'm asking the Prime Minister, stop going with your pumps and your pride. And like you don't care. Because a time is going to come that you will have to care. You don't know the future, only God. And you don't know who is watching you, sir. It's too much. It's too much in excess with what you're going on with, and you intend not to stop. But if you don't stop freely, I know you will be forced to stop. And Miss Cuthbert, lastly, lady, as a woman to a woman, I expect better of you. I expect better of you. As a leader, this influence is bad. It's wrong. It doesn't fit you. Change that garment. Turn around. You know perhaps that you're one of the illicit. And you perhaps you're in office, but perhaps you know. No, you could just take yourself down. But all of you know what you are doing and still in a parliament or collect the same taxpayers' money on the wicked, you know. Gotta go beat, you know. Turn from one of the wicked ways. And you, Cuthbert, turn from your evil, Delilah, immoral ways. Thank you.
Thank you, caller.
God, Mr.
Marshy.
Why? What you do, man?
Me there I do it, brother.
All right. I want to tell you last caller, sir. No worry about Juliet Cuthbert. Leave her to Nikisha Birchall. She will take care of her. Because
to the Prime Minister of Jamaica.
Because she come and ready to stand up to any one of them. You have to have somebody like them there.
Yes.
So leave her to Nikisha Birchall. She will take care of her. Good and proper.
Yes,
no.
Marshy. Yes.
We not give a vice more not relevant because we should say not going away.
Which
but
one,
hear this
the one of them are play over GLP FM?
Eh?
The one of them are play over GLP FM?
No, me not go there this evening. Me not go there. We can have good program and go. Sometimes we just look for the number.
Me say the voice note of them are play over there. I talk about.
Yeah, we not give no relevance.
Sure.
But the thing I want to know, will they play the entire voice note?
Well, that is a big question.
Because if the entire voice note played, it might just show us who that boy over there is, how evil them people are. Because let me tell you something, you say half-truth, how wicked something, you know.
Yeah, man, dangerous. Half-truth is dangerous. Yeah, man.
Because if I said to you, I will kill a man if him come in my house and attack me and my family. Right?
Yeah, and you just play.
And you just stop the part when I say, I will kill a man.
Yeah, man.
That is it, you know.
And you stop it.
You know what the damage is?
Yeah, man.
Right.
Half-truth. That's why.
Half-truth, man.
That's why my MP say context matters.
Amen. Amen.
Tell
So we know that Cliff you would do, but then Cliff you would be highly paid to do those things, you know.
I don't know that.
And the people realize.
I don't know that.
And that's why
I see a picture. I see them have a picture on the internet. I said, "In get tax bailout." I don't know if that is true, but there's a lady who sent a message to the Prime Minister. Listen to this.
The Almighty God. Send to the 1 p.m. Andrew Holiness to let you know that the Lord said, set your house in order. Set your house in order. Set your house in order. Because big ship has sailed from the ocean.
Tell her, set your house in order. Because big ship a sail upon the ocean, Juliet. Juliet in the house. Juliet is in Andrew Holness's house.
Yes.
And he need to set his house in order.
Need to set it in order.
Yes, Marshy. Anyway. Yes.
May I try to catch what I go on at St. Elizabeth? You know them have a meeting.
Yes. It's that because I was hoping to carry some of it.
The line up. I don't know if it starts.
Look and tell me if it starts. Let me know if it
All
starts.
right.
Yeah. All right. Bless you.
Yes, if they start, you see me ring a phone.
All right. Cool.
Good.
Yes. 1-876-804-7072. I mentioned earlier this week. Somebody said a voice note is also an RGR. But you see, that's why I'm telling you, say them not lead my show. Them not leading this show over here. Hold on for my caller. Hold on. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Good evening, Mr. Bell. How are you?
I'm fine, thanks. So your phone line sound, sir.
Is it clear now?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. I saw a story in the Observer this morning
Mm-hmm.
where the Minister of Health is reported to have said he will not have a public discussion with the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association on what appears to have been some misinformation he had put out. And
right, because the Medical Association, the doctors have called for him to apologize and put out the accurate statement.
Colin, I think I just heard a lady speaking about leadership qualities, and a leader should not be too big to say, I'm sorry, I made an error.
That man will take responsibility for nothing, Carla.
Public. He wants them, he says he will have a discussion around the table with him. I don't think they should meet with him. I think they should turn it down. He should be mad enough to come out and publicly apologize to the people.
Yeah, man, because he made a public statement.
Yes. And then there's a video I viewed last week where he was in Miami being interviewed. I don't care about the context in which he went there. That's not my business. That's his personal business. But he was asked a question, what one thing he would want to see improve in the Jamaican health sector. And Minister Thompson said, first of all, he wants people to assume responsibility for their health. And secondly, he wants his doctors and nurses to be more empathetic, because being a good clinician is good enough, but you must do your work with empathy. Yes. How empathetic is the minister when he have doctors working for 24 hours one day?
No. We are talking about 24 hours, 48 hours, caller.
Well, the same empathy he's asking of the doctors, he needs to apply it to how he treats them. I saw an interview with Dr. Renee Badro, and that lady has very high credibility. I don't think anything she says is not true, right? I saw her cry on TV one night on all angles when they were discussing the health situation, to which the minister did not turn up at that thing. I think Mr. Tufton really needs to take an inside look at himself. Health is very important, and you cannot be calling on your workers to do something when you yourself is not doing it. It's a darn shame. Hello?
Yes, man, I'm listening to you.
Yeah. It's a shame. It's something that bothers me because I happen to be very concerned about health issues. I've been to the hospital to visit persons. I've seen the dire situation in which they are kept there. I've seen people being denied. A young lady I know the doctor suspected she had a blood clot in her chest. She was a cancer victim. And her son went to pay for the x-ray, and the card was being declined. And they refused to do the x-ray. The doctor had to come out and insist and said, are you going to let my patient die? Are you going to let my patient die? That's because of one x-ray that they were holding the lady to ransom because her card was declining for whatever reason. And then all this slackness going on in the sector, and this man talking about doctors and nurses must be more
They
empathetic.
take responsibility for nothing, Carla.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Everything they find somebody to blame. 10 years after you're in power, toll fee go up, and you want to blame PNP.
Big shame. Shame.
God almighty.
Go on to your next caller. Right.
Blessings. And people out there talk about their money and do well. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. You're live on Portland Spice TV.
Good evening, Colin. How's everything? Good?
I'm fine, thanks. Blessings.
Great. I saw the two good videos last week. I realized you didn't get a chance to prep on them yet.
Oh.
Yeah, in any event, listen, let me ask you something. Does the court have the authority and the rights to freeze your account in Jamaica?
Yeah, man, the court can do that.
The court can?
Yeah, man. If there's an issue let's say you are under investigation for money laundering.
Okay.
The police can apply
So
to
let
the
me
court,
ask you
and the
this
court
now.
can
Let me
freeze.
ask you this now.
Yeah.
How come the Prime Minister Weekly and all them, why don't you freeze their account? If you freeze Weekly's account, the Prime Minister account, Xavier name, we just got another one gonna all want to illicit enrichment. You can quietly freeze their account, even the account where they buy food from the eat, until you can prove where this come from, then we'll release it.
Well, I don't think anybody
Why
has
they keep-
request. I don't think anybody has asked the court to do that. Because the court now
Come
just
on,
do
well, the
it
IC
so.
is there for the IC is very intelligent people over there, judges and lawyers. These are scholars. These are the brightest of the brightest we have in Jamaica where lawyers are concerned. Freeze their account, $164 million. Freeze it plus even is good money. Freeze it until you can prove where this come from. We're gonna tie in everything together because you know something. If I get an audit, if the U.S. government audit me and my taxes are not right, my account is frozen.
Yeah.
If they suspect fraud on my account, I had a partner lady and she would get the money and keep putting in the account. People would send money to the account. You know, the FBI freeze it. The bank manager had to beg for her and tell her, no, it's a West Indian thing. It called partner or SUSO, where this one, 5 or 10 people throw the money and then one get a part of the draw. Everybody have to get it. That's how it come in the account. They thought she was money laundering.
Yeah, man.
So why can't we freeze these politicians' accounts?
Let me tell you something.
They have their account run up on like no big deal.
Because we're joking with these people, my brother. Joking
Of course.
with them. And there are people who have high integrity, but some of them are fearful. Fearful. Because I am of the opinion, that it was fear why the director of corruption prosecution in the Wisconsin case did not charge Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Because in her report, she said she found enough to charge him, brother. However, because of the passage of time, she now got charge him. And there was no statute of limitation on the thing.
No, he still can be charged. He still can be charged based on what she had said, but I don't know. It's beyond me why she did that. It's beyond me. The IC should have the authority to say, freeze this account. This is not his money because he can't prove where he get it from. Freeze it. Freeze all accounts. When he can prove where he gets it from, we'll release it.
But you see, Carla, when the Jamaican people get serious about these things and not partisan, but serious about the thing and stand up for truth, stand up for justice, stand up for accountability. People who are elected to lead and are in a representational position in the parliament, in power, and you can't say where your money come from. Joke.
Big joke.
Big joke, my brother.
That's not. Anyway, I'm watching you. All
Blessings.
right.
One
Later.
love. So the meeting, the town hall meeting down there in St. Elizabeth has started. The PNP they are hosting a town hall meeting because there's problem down there in the West. And it's not just PNP people suffering. All kind of people suffering. Mari Wagwan. Yes, Marsha. Mrs. Said them start. Me see it.
Good evening, Mr. Bell.
Good evening, Mari.
Calling. Only certain people can. If me put like the caller before they said, if I come with a certain amount of money in my account, that me have to go in, go tell when me get it from. I remember my son when he was alive, he was big in round robins and stuff like that, Colin. And one time, when the money him get him draw and stuff. I say, Marie, go and go lodge this and so. I me go over the credit union and 1L to tell them which part me I come from with so much money. You understand me, Colin?
Yes.
And when me tell them say I run robbing money and stuff like that, them like them still want to put me through the oops,
Yeah,
and stuff. So there's only certain people them do them things too. They don't do it to everybody. But Colin,
there are a lot.
Hold
on, Mary. There are a lot of young boys, there are a lot of young men in Jamaica where police are take with them car, are take with them this, are seize their asset. Yeah?
Yeah.
So there are people in Jamaica whose asset has been seized. But not these, not these Tapanaris. Not these Tapanaris. Continue,
Yeah,
Marie.
and and when you tell them say, you know, you do this and you do that to get the money, they might tell you say, you for come up with proof for say, you know, you do that. And everybody knows say, as Jamaicans, we do we look at us and whether we sell like ice, like a pea, you know, something.
Yes.
So like I say, it's only 10 people. But Colin, you know what I just saw come up? The French government, this is what it says, right? Has secured some land to do so. I don't know if you have seen it, right?
Where?
You can put it. I think I put it over on your thing. So secured land to do some energy things, solar, battery, and all of that.
Where?
Have you seen? Have you heard about it?
In Jamaica?
Yes. Yeah,
No,
man, I just put it on your page right here because I even sent it to I just told Conrad about it too. So the part what I'm not understanding that it's out of the Gleaner. So you know that's reputable then.
Yeah.
You know, the Gleaner, right? Saying that they have the French has secured. So when them say secured now, Colin, I'm wondering how the secure go, whether them buy land, free get land, whatever. And I'm saying that if they are going to do things for solar energy, so that's a good thing. But I would want to say, you know, based on the terms of how the lands are given. But I want to know for say, you know, it's an industry that where our young people, where them are going to come in and our young people get trained into, because we know renewable energy is the way forward. So I don't know. So hopefully I put it in on your page this a while ago. So maybe you could look into it and then you could like investigate further to find out how that be. If
yes,
I get land.
Somebody else is saying that they
yes.
saw it too. I did not see it. So
Yes.
you say you send it to me, so I'll go and check on it
Yes,
and do some research.
So,
yes.
yeah, so maybe Raleigh might even know about it. So NML is up on the curve and
Yes.
stuff. So
Yes.
we want to know if we get them to land. If I'm next set, cause remember, you know, after them get run, the French get run out of West Africa with Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, you know.
Yeah.
So them can't get them people and the resources no more like
A lot of
so,
a lot of companies are looking to come into Jamaica to do solar. I
yes.
know a couple of them. During the election, there are some of them who were hoping that the PNP would have won the election and they would have been able to come in and set up solar farms. They were contacting us. I can tell you that for sure. So, yeah.
Well, my thing is the language secured. So I would want to know under what the deal is, whether you know the terms, whether it's gonna be you get X amount of land for X amount of years at what concession rate, if a peppercorn rate or what Colin. That is my bone of contention. I have no problem with development, you know, but with after be development that benefits us, because you know
is the article saying French energy firm secures Jamaican land for utility scale solar and hydrogen project?
Yes, that's it. That's the same one, right?
Oh, okay.
Remember, remember 1st of August 1838, you know, we never get I was 1834, but them had to work for 4 more 3 years for learn to be free. We never get nothing. So we can't afford to give away anything more, Colin. So anybody's gonna come in. Let's know that it's our young people that is the future, that they will come in and they will teach them the technology too, so we can become self-sufficient too.
Well,
so
that is always my argument, you know, that the government should spend $50 billion in solar technology, bring in experts to teach our people how to make the panels and all of that kind of something, how to install them. Yes? So, all right, caller.
So if a
blessings.
company a secure land, we want to know the terms, because Daryl portfolio that Colin.
No, lands are at the Prime Minister's table and energies at Daryl table. So later.
Okay. All right. So see if we can explore and see under what it come under the portfolio are the terms under which these lands are secured. All right, Colin.
Blessings. 1-876-804-7072. Good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV.
Good evening, Portland Spice. To you, all your listeners, people in the chat, the diaspora, and Raleigh to come on. Overheard the conversation. Yes, I saw it today, so I can confirm, yes, that them say them French secure some property in Jamaica, volumes of property in Jamaica, to go with renewable energy.
Yeah.
I saw it today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's true. I can confirm. So you can concur and check it out.
We also know that the government had put out some tender for people who want to invest in renewable. You know that because for the last 10 years, them not do nothing, no addition to renewable on the island. So the other day they put out a thing. So maybe, but let's check with Raleigh when him come in and see if him know about it.
Yeah, and one more thing before I go back into the chat.
Yeah.
So the man them not do nothing, but forget about that. With respect to the TNC, Third National, so then call him Third Country National.
Third Country Nationals, yes.
2 state judges where High Court would rule against Trump, say it's illegal,
yeah,
and he will stop it immediately. 2 different states rule that today, within 24 hours.
Today.
The judgment came out.
But it's not the first, because Mark Golden told him that in the parliament that a judge had ruled that it was illegal, and Trump, they were basically trying to appeal it, and that the Jamaican government should wait until it was cleared by the United States legal authorities.
Yeah, and Mrs. said them gone down at my place today. Because Black Rami Ban and going on.
Yeah, man, the meeting.
And down there stuff up bad.
They're just finishing up devotion. So the meeting starts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go and listen to you.
Blessings, my brother. 1-876-804-7072. Good evening and welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Good evening, Sir Colin.
Blessings, man.
What's going on, bro? Okay. I called you 2 days ago and we were talking about this minimum wage thing, right? Let's go back on it now.
Mm-hmm.
All right? What I'm saying now, you see, for the government to try rip off the people, you see? I was checking out something and when I realized what I was realizing, right? The GIC labor rate, right? If I'm a construction company as a GIC worker doing labor work, I'm supposed to get from $600 to $710, right?
$706 to $710 per what?
Per hour.
Okay.
Okay. So if you check out that now by the week, you are looking on either $24,000 or $28,600, right? So if you should check up that for the month, that means when you check it out, a teacher and a policeman, they are working labor minimum wage.
Hold on.
No,
hold on.
labor.
Hold on. So you said the JIC rate is $700 an hour?
It's supposed to be from $600 to $710 an hour.
All right, so let's work at $650 then. Let's work at $650. Average it, $650.
Yeah. That means you
hold
will
on,
at
times
least.
8. So that's $520 a day times 5.
Mm-hmm.
That's $26,000 a week.
Thank you. So when the Chinaman in there pay people 16 minimum wage, you see how much money the government I help the Chinaman rob the people them?
Because the government could say to the Chinese that this is the rate that you must pay.
And it's the law. Because I told you that Michael Money did set up the minimum wage for household helper and gardener. God, those times they were not going home, so so they were paying more than that. And some people were cursing, said they are paying their gardener and their gardener and their helper more than that. At that time, you know, they were getting $800 a week. That time it was $20 an hour. Right? That time it was in 1977. Right? So when them come boast about them put minimum wage at X amount of price now, right? They are still helping the Chinaman them rob the poor black people.
But it's not just the Chinaman them not paying that GIC rate. No contractor not pay that rate.
But
no labor
that
not get that in
illegal.
Jamaica, brother. No, but
don't just blame the Chinaman them. Cause no laborer now get that at Jamaica.
Now get what?
No 5,600 a day unless you go up on
You're
a
joking,
decking.
man. You're joking, man. You're joking. I'm from Mandeville, bro.
Yeah, and you pay that?
There's no labor now. If you tell a labor sometime about 5,000 a day as a labor, they laugh at you.
Eh? Oh
yeah.
Say. So we have said laborers are get 5,000 a day?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just the Chinese them not paying it?
All right, because what happened now, they figure they are the biggest one and they might feel in the country. And the government might say, why they might bring jobs, but at the same time the government have them and rip off the people. Then again, even in the supermarket, you know, those in the supermarket, the supermarket and the hotel, they would classify as a commercial rate, you know.
So they should be paying the GIC rate as well?
Yes, they should be getting 600 or 710 an hour.
I have somebody in the chat room says $7,000 per day per labor.
That'll be 28,000 a week.
No man, 75 or 35. Or $35,000 a week. That if you pay $7,000 a day.
I don't say 7,000 a day. I say 7,000 an hour.
No, somebody in the chat room is saying I pay laborer on my house $7,000.
Thank you. You see, I ain't lying.
And there's somebody else is saying that I pay $500 per day.
5,500.
True, him a talk.
500. No, but now.
Eh?
Huh?
$5,000 a day, the man say, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying.
And then the next man said, true, him a talk. And next man said, true, him a talk. Me work $600 a day. So, your next man I say, I am paying $600 a day for laborer in Hanover. So, okay.
Yes,
all right, cool.
So that's I'm trying to tell you right now, if even the hotelers, them, the government, the own government, them, who them, I say, broke out for 10 years, I rip off the poor people, them. Because they should get in, not the minimum wage was Michael Mandley make it for household helper, not construction company.
Not construction laborers.
No, it was for household at that time. That time they were getting $800 a week, $20 an hour in 1977.
I think they're paying $3,500 a day down at the urban center at Portino. I need to double check it. I'll go and check it and find out.
3.5 no 15 boss.
They
must squeeze milk out of man.
I'll go and check it and find out how much them are paid down there.
Right? So that's why I would like Royston to ask. He said he and the Minister of Labor is good friend. Ask him about those things.
Yes.
Yeah, they are good things. And one more question I want to ask you again, you see? And this is flag now. The Jamaica flag on the police clothes. Who own the police?
Who own the police?
Yes.
What do you mean who own the police?
I'm just asking some hypothetical question right now. Is that reason why I'm saying? Otherwise, who own the soldiers them now?
Who own them?
That's the government, right?
Yeah.
Wait. That's the government.
Yeah.
Okay. When a football is played.
Hold on. Yo.
No,
hold on, caller. What the brother hang up for, man?
I'm don't hang up. I'm hearing you.
No, man, I know you may talk to, man. Caller, hold on. Me want to check something. Not you may talk to caller. You just hold on. Because I don't know what kind of ringtone this you have on your phone in a July about Jingle Bell. Oh, what? Tell me something. How much a day the Chinese them are pay down urban center? Check you out for me. Me need to know how much a day. Me need to know how much a day them are pay down there. Check it out and call me back. All right. May I try get how much them are pay upon the urban center. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, what I'm saying now. That's why I would like you. All right, since you have connection with the PNP, I want you to ask them to ask in Parliament how that thing go and which is the right rate.
Okay.
Because our poor people are getting ripped off. Number two, when I ask about the flag now,
Yeah.
the police and the soldier have a Jamaican flag on it, right?
Yes.
Okay. When a football, just like how the football in Sunday. When on the scoring board, you see two flags, right?
On the what?
On the scoring board.
Yes, yes.
To show,
you see the flags of the
flags.
countries.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Jamaica JUTC bus have two flags. They have a Chinese flag and a Jamaican flag. I want to know who own it.
On the JUTC bus?
Look at it. There's two flags on it. That's right. We have a Jamaican flag. There's a small Chinese flag right beside it.
That's new. Some of the buses,
well,
not all of them. Not all of them. Not all of them. I think the ones that are made in China might have on the Chinese flag, but some of the.
But it shouldn't have it, boss.
It shouldn't have it. If you buy, we buy it.
That's it. That way we don't buy it, and the match goes about me have claim nights. So put my name on it.
Yes.
Just like when that footballer play football. That's why I asked this stupid question about the flag, about the police and this war. Yes.
Yes.
That's where I was going. And when two football playing, you see two different countries.
Yes. Yes.
So that means if you see two country flags on the bus, that means that Jamaica and China won it. So some means of transport so supposed to come and tell the country about it too.
So we need to ask that question. Why is the Chinese flag on some of our JUTC buses?
Yeah, who own them?
Yeah. Because if a Jamaican bus them a free alone flag should have dep on it.
Jamaican flag alone should have on it.
If you want to put made in China, if you want to put made in China, that's all right, and you make it.
That's
so
right.
You can claim that.
They make it.
Yeah.
But you can't come out with the big flags. That means me control, me own this or that.
Or me have shares in this. Me donate.
Yes.
Me give a donation so it have to carry my flag. I am a sponsor of this.
So we want to know if a sponsor of them one half of it. I will sold out to them too.
All right, brother. All right. Respect.
So what I really want you to do, bro, is because listen, man. I think every blogger should run with this thing, bro.
Me no blogger though, so.
I don't mean, bro. I mean, I know bloggers listen to you right now. They should run with it and blow it up and say right now how much the poor people in Jamaica get robbed by this minimum wage.
It's a question we're going to push. We are going to ask that question as well. Blessings, my brother.
Right,
One
bro.
love.
All right, cool.
1-876-804-7072. Good evening. Yes, caller, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, Colin. My piece, my contribution to this evening is about the IC, the Integrity Commission.
Yes.
I noticed that there's a concerted effort to undermine the Integrity Commission, and we need to stop it. And those of us who have platforms have to push back because the IC is doing God's work. The IC is woefully underfunded, woefully understaffed. And with the resources that they have been given, they have been able to do so much. Had it not been for the IC, we would not have known about Andrew Holness's financial wheelings and dealings, all right? We would not have known that all of this go back to 1998 when he has not been truthful to the then Contractor General. Had it not been for the IC, we would not know all these things. And so when people come, and these are eminently qualified people, we cannot be disrespectful or disparaging
and people of high integrity. People of high integrity.
Exactly. So they should never be classified as lacking integrity, because the Integrity Commission does not exist without people. And the persons who are sitting on that board and who are the members of that commission are people of high integrity that must be respected. They must get our respect and they must get our full support, because $100 billion is lost every year to corruption. Just January 25 to December 2025, $100 billion lost. Just put it into that context.
Yes.
And you see money that could be spent on hospitals and schools unaccounted for. Nobody knows where it is going. It's not coming back, but taxpayers have to pay it back.
Yeah, man.
And what we should be trying to advocate for is how we can, as a people, lobby, whether it's international agencies, non-government organizations, how they can help to fund the Integrity Commission and to tie some of their loans to part of it going as grants to the Integrity Commission. Because when corruption eats out the monies that it is borrowed, the country is no better for having borrowed that money.
True.
They are paying back these loans,
Yes.
and these loans will be paid back for decades to come.
While a few
Children
get rich.
to be born.
While a few get wealthy.
While a few get rich.
Yes.
So we have to do whatever we can to speak up on their behalf. And I will not entertain any conversations that speaks disparagingly about the Integrity Commission, because they need our full support. And any politician, you know something? If this was about the PNP, if all of these shenanigans was about Mark Golding being unable to be certified or any member of the PNP, nobody would be talking about changing anything or dismantling it and taking out the clause that has to do with illicit enrichment. Nobody will be saying, no, they'll be saying the Integrity Commission is doing their job, because the Prime Minister said the Integrity Commission must be left alone to do their jobs. Don't touch them.
Yes.
So why is it different now that they have been doing their jobs without fear or favor? And all of a sudden, I was like, oh, no. I don't mean he must do it. For me, he's saying, I don't mean he must investigate me. Investigate those people over there. Who is he? And if you notice, everybody has taken a page out of his book.
Yeah, man.
Everybody's taking the IC to court.
Yes.
And they are trying to kneecap them. So we have to make it an international conversation about how the government is trying to kneecap the one integrity organization, because the JCF can bring charges against these corrupt politicians. They can.
Yes.
Kevin Blake, and they can do that. The DPP can do that, and they have all been derelict in their duty. And when they're being derelict in their duty, it now becomes the IC being thrown under the bus, and then the train is run over them. When I will not be a part of it. I will need to stand up and speak out.
Love this.
Because if we don't call in,
yes,
Jamaica is going to be finished, and that is my piece.
Love
God
this
bless.
call. Bless you.
The whole thing is totally inadequate, and it is contributing to the underperformance of the economy, and it is to be the subject of serious debate and commentary. And I'm talking about it. I don't hear civil society talking about it. I don't hear the private sector talking about it. But I don't know whether they're afraid of government or what it is. But it needs to be said. You can't sit down in Kingston and things are all right and just assume that that is how Jamaica, the whole of Jamaica is. You know, that is not the case. And we are very concerned about it. We have heard announcements to do with Black River and parity and the building of a new town and so on. Now, we did some research in anticipation of this meeting, and we discovered, based on the research, that some 2/3 of the land in this area are relatively small holdings. So that means that there are a lot of people who are going to be affected by any supposed relocation. And the concerns of the people, the views of the people and their opinions, their vision for what that may look like if we're going to have what's going to happen to them and their livelihoods, their family land, where their relatives may be buried, if they're fisher folk, access to the sea, all of these things. These things need to be worked through with the people. It has to be a people-centered thing. You can't be just making decisions in Jamaica House or wherever it is and saying to everybody, this is what it's going to be. I understand that Major General Anthony Anderson came down here yesterday or the day before, and I'm glad to see that he came. Maybe he heard about the town hall and decided he would show his face before. Whatever it is, I'm glad he came. But that is not really a structured form of consultation with the people. There needs to be a structured form of consultation with people to ensure that the people's lives are improved by whatever plan is being executed and developed and executed. Not the reverse, not where some people just think this is the ideal solution and we're going to run with that. That cannot work. And we will intend to be vigilant about that as well. You know, at the same conference, I mentioned transport operators because I've been seeing indications where transport operators and the motoring public is under stress by the way in which the Road Traffic Act is being enforced, where people are being given tickets for fairly very ordinary and unnecessary things. Eating peanuts while driving, having your phone anchored in a device, not talking on the phone, you know, you just have it there and they say it's careless driving or something is impeding your view. And this is a country that is under stress. Cost of living is going through the roof. You know, the price of gas has gone up and up. Electricity is going up. Everything is going up because even to transport goods around the world now, freight costs have gone up hugely. So everything is being worked through into the price of all products that you have to consume. This is not a time for unnecessarily onerous enforcement of laws that really are not having an impact on road safety anyway. And then you're going to put the demerit point system on top of that. I think we need to have a review in Parliament of all of the road traffic offenses to see how they operate in practice and to make sure that they are balanced and they are proportionate and that they make sense for the people. I will not touch on the issues of water or agriculture or indeed financing business and so on, because we have very able persons with the responsibilities for those portfolios here who will speak. I would just ask them, don't speak too long, because really the town hall aspect of this is important, which is really the opportunity for citizens to raise their concerns, and so we can hear from the people and the people can hear from us in response to those concerns. So I'm not making any long speech, but I just wanted to set an overview of where we are. The economy is in a serious state, and the government are dealing with the crisis of Melissa and the cost of living crisis that has come with it in the very inadequate way that they are really contributing to the problem. And it needs a bold and well thought through solution to get the people of Jamaica, especially the people in the West, here in St. Elizabeth and other parishes which have been affected by the hurricane, back on their feet, back in proper shelter, back able to run their business, back able to live lives of dignity and lives where they can pursue their hopes and dreams. Thank you for having us here today. One love. God bless you all.
So we were just listening to Mark Golding's presentation live at the town hall meeting down there in St. Elizabeth. Coach, our concern about NARA is that NARA is the legislation of corruption in Jamaica. The number is 1-876-804-7072. Give us a call and let us hear where you're speaking from. If you're speaking from the hole in your face or the hole somewhere else. Raleigh, good evening.
Yeah, man, good evening.
Wagwan, I have a caller hole in Raleigh, so just give me 3 minutes. Let me get a caller. Got a caller call before we went to Mark Wolin. Go ahead, caller. Good evening and welcome.
Yes, blessed, sir.
Take us off the speaker, talking on the phone. Take us off the speaker, talking on the phone. Go ahead.
Yeah, blessing, sir. Hyman. Blessing, sir. Colin. Bless up.
Yeah, man.
Bless up. So, I just want to say one thing tonight. Hold on 1 second. Sorry.
Caller, we're listening to you.
You can hear me now?
Loud and clear.
All right. Hey, blessed. Yeah, so big up to Marky G, Mark Golden, the boss, integrity boss, real integrity boss. People, you see what these people force Mark Golden for though? If no one get angry though, but he might turn green like Hulk. Remember that. I'm not talk about JLP green. You get the man mad. You understand? Because he knows the sufferation. You understand? The man see the sufferation. And I want to say one thing too, you know. You see you, Julia Cockburg Flynn, if you ever come up on the illicit enrichment list, woman use a disgrace. Don't play with me in a circle. You need to place that up again, you know. You need to put that up. I'm going to second Miss Daisy. Big up Miss Daisy. Miss Maria, bless up. Let me tell you something. You can't do this. You can't do this. Distractions are anonymous. Let me say it one more time. Distractions are anonymous. You can't distract people because of their educational IQ. You can't do this to the people. You need the people to move the government forward, you dumbass. And I'm not trying to be too angry about the situation.
Because we keep it clean on this platform, man.
Yeah.
We keep it clean.
No,
Right, so
keep it clean.
clean. Yeah, man. Cool.
Yes. But she can't do this. Colin, she can't do this. The IC Commission. So who are you, a queen? Who are you, the Queen of England? So everybody bow down to King Andrew and him Bigfoot man. That clean enough, Colin. But him Bigfoot man, you want people just bow down to that? I don't understand this. The Integrity Commission is there to hold you accountable. You cannot fight this organization, bro. Listen to me. This committee has been put together to hold taxpayers' money accountable for how they're being spent.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
It needs to watch over this. These are billions of dollars.
But we, the people, need to protect the Integrity Commission. We are giving them $2 billion annually to run that institution, and therefore the people of Jamaica must also protect the Integrity Commission.
So answer the question.
Same like how we protect the police, we must protect the Integrity Commission. Raleigh, good evening. Tell us what is happening in Jamaica this evening.
Well, we saw petroleum increasing most of the prices by $4.50 and $3.06. Bank of Jamaica said it lost some $4 billion and change between this January of this year and July 8th of this year. And the CD auction for $27 billion was oversubscribed. Bids came in, 213 bids came in for $39 billion.
So the private sectors have an appetite for the Bank of Jamaica interest rate?
Yeah, man. Clearly, I mean, that's easy money.
Yes.
And
yeah, safe money, not just easy, it's safe too.
Yeah, man. Easy and safe. I remember the survey said that business confidence was marginally up by 2.3% after dropping by 6.5%.
But consumer confidence down.
Consumer confidence is down. Yeah, so all of those things are the telltale signs of the recession.
But it also said remittance down by 3%. What effect is that going to have, Raleigh?
Again, as far as I say, all that happens is that the recession is going to deepen.
Whoa.
Until something is done, otherwise from what is being done now to move the economy forward. So you have the economic variables and then you have the corruption variables that are holding down the economy. So until those things change, the economic variables and the corruption variables, then we are going to continue on the downward slide. That's common sense.
But the decline in remittance, Raleigh, can we twin that with the downturn in the U.S. economy?
Yeah, man. Things are tough in the U.S. now, and things are getting tougher because the war is escalating. Crude oil prices are touching $90 per barrel now. Yeah, so inflation is accelerating and interest rates are increasing in the U.S. So the U.S. economy is slowing down and tightening. So it's more difficult for people to send back money to Jamaica. So you have the economic variables and you have the immigration variables which are affecting those things. Mm-hmm.
Wow. But if remittance go down rally, then isn't that the end of it? Because isn't that what is keeping Jamaica afloat? Remittance?
Yeah, man. That is the money that is helping us at this particular point in time to cushion the trade deficit and all of those things. Mm-hmm.
1-876-804-7072. Think me
so we need to start producing some things, or producing and exporting some things, you know.
But is there a production plan by this government, Raleigh?
Not that I know of. So the word of drifting and without hearing about corruption, there's nothing happening.
And nothing was in the budget to deal with production?
No, we never see anything like that. And we haven't seen anything since Melissa or anything like that to do that. All we hear is a whole lot of talk and all of these things about corruption and about NARA and all that.
And NARA not going to start until the end of the year, as you say.
Mm-hmm.
Which
and that is why some of the trade union leaders are saying that the capital budget is not going to be fully spent. So might as well use some of that money to give the public sector workers a sensible increase, because either way you're not going to spend the money, whether you give it to them or not. They're not going to spend.
So the caller, was it yesterday when the caller was saying that go up with the minimum wage, give people enough money, and hope that they spend it back in the economy?
No, man, what is that matter? What about the specific public sector workers? The wage are of 2% and 2.5% and 2.5%. The trade union leaders are saying inflation is running at almost 7%. So what you're asking them to do is to take a real pay cut or purchasing power cut of 5%.
So what are the trade unions asking for, Raleigh? Will I never soon come?
Them say they want something that is equivalent to inflation. So if inflation is going to be an average of 6% over the next 3 years, they have to give them that so that them stay in line.
So can the government afford 7% for teachers, nurses, police, firemen, soldiers, public sector workers overall? Can the government afford 7%?
Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying that if you don't have the money in terms of the wages budget, and you have 99 billion in capital that you say you're going to spend, and the year almost done, and you don't spend nothing yet, chances are you're not going to spend that money. So use a portion of that money and pay the workers.
Oh, this will be revelation. Let's take a call. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
And by the way,
good evening. Hold on, Neville. Make Raleigh just finish up. Go ahead, Raleigh.
From Metro Siaga is that Petroleum has spent some 2.8 billion subsidizing the price of fuel since the start of the war, and that the government will have to give back Petrojam that money, because he said that if they were to allow the thing to go to world market prices, the increases that we're talking about of 12.40 last week could have been more.
So that was Mitchell Siaga saying that?
Yeah, the chairman of Petrojam.
You spoke with him, or him just make a statement?
He made that statement, yeah.
Because every time I hear that statement, Raleigh, it takes me right back to the edge tax.
Mm-hmm.
I can't forget it. Some people will say that, boy, that gone already, Shaka, leave it. But we can't leave it. That was put in place for times like these.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have blind bar teams, when you get the country to blind people to run, what you expect will happen? This is what happens when people who lacks vision leads.
Yeah, but what happened to those who elected them?
Yes, God.
Yes. They are more lacking in vision than the ones that they elect.
God did want to lead Israel himself, but the Israelis wanted a leader like where other countries have. They felt the pangs of hell.
Yeah, man.
That is what we are going to feel now. Neville Carter.
Hello, good evening.
Wagwan.
Boy, work is burning in the field.
Yes.
Work is burning in the field. I tell you. Good night, good evening, Ralston, man.
Yes, Neville. Further 2% campus.
I don't know. Neville drop off. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I called her before a while ago, drop off to you know. I don't know.
But if we follow that,
I never calling back. Wait, hold on, Neville. Where's the rally?
One thing that I'm saying to Metro, if we follow that analysis logically, if Petrodam don't do that, the cost to the country and the cost to Petrodam and the government would be greater. You know? So they have no choice but to follow that policy, because if you go outside of that policy, the cost would be greater, because inflation would be higher than 6.7%, could be 10%, could be 12%. And it means that the public sector workers will be more agitated, because that you are asking them now at 2% to take a cut of 10%. And that would lead to a whole lot of industrial problems and all kinds of things. Yeah, and deep recession in the country, because the Bank of Jamaica would have to hike interest rates on August 19 when they meet. And that, again, would have a stifling effect on investments and all of those things. So we have a deeper and longer recession. So
when the governor left?
The governor leave already, man. Him taking pre-retirement leave. Him leave on August 18. That's the day that the Bank of Jamaica meet again to decide interest rates.
So who is going to be there August 18?
Yeah, that's the Minister of Finance.
So we don't hear the new governor for the Bank of Jamaica yet?
No.
Hold on, I could go to Neville. Neville, where I say, sir, I don't know you get cut off, but welcome back.
Yeah, good evening, Ralston, I'm on my guru.
Yes, Neville.
Ralston, is there anything such as an economic civil war?
Well, not in theory, but in reality.
Economic civil war?
Not in theory, but in reality, yeah. Mm-hmm. We have one going on right now.
Pardon me?
We have one going on right now.
Thank you, sir. We are in Jamaica is in an economic civil war.
Yeah, man.
And the only thing that can save us is what they call reciprocity.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Colin Ralston, you say anybody who around you who is now a liability to your thing?
Mm-hmm.
Who does come at your yard and heat out your food and gone?
Mm-hmm.
And a chat and a beg out your money and just gone without any productivity. Remove them from around your table.
Yeah, man, I agree.
We have to start live like the ants now. We need a social integration in this country.
Yeah, man. More togetherness, yeah. Each one help one. Yeah, man, you're right.
Yeah, because the political leaders worldwide, they're playing hide and seek and dolly house with people.
Yeah, man.
All of them Bitcoin investment gone to the trash can.
Yeah, man.
China is now outsmarting them in the AI technology. Them AI technology stock market soon pack down up America there.
Yeah, man.
Because they can't believe the Chinese is guiding the Iranian bombs so accurate.
Mm-hmm.
GPT gone into the trash can. China is now ahead in the AI race.
Yeah, man.
Donald Trump and Netanyahu sick. All in at 2 o'clock, Donald Trump has sent text. When him should have hung up his wife. He's sick.
Can't sleep.
And it look like him get impotent too.
Don't behave yourself, Neville. Now behave yourself now, Neville.
Hey, Colin. No, Ralston and Colin Bell.
Yes.
A 4 thing you work for in life. Here, you get up a talk every day. A 4 thing you work for. Food, clothes, shelter,
and tender loving care. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man who get good tender loving care can take 4 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
True. And I kill so much people. And I kill so and I mash up the world economy. So I'm sick.
Yeah, man. Madness.
Netanyahu was sick. Him of prostate cancer. I carried on some people before him dead.
Oh, God.
Colin,
you're coming in hot this year.
Hey, Colin, you know when you're going to retire from a company, like surgical control and worry for pension money.
Mm-hmm.
Them call in a room, you know. and them tell you, say, them lecture you, and them say them expect you to live 30 years after you retire. Ralston, my guru, the average retiree in Jamaica, are they living 30 years after retirement like Cinderella?
Yeah, man. Well, because that is why we have this thing what we call the risk, yeah? Existential risk with that, because some people are outlive the amount of money that they have for them pension savings, and then they end up in a destitution.
Because when they carry you in the room, them tell you, say, your salary going to cut.
Longer now, yeah.
Some people going to get 2/3 of what they used to get, some get 3/4. So there's a ratio that people need to look at now, especially when you reach over 50.
Yeah, man. Very, very
what they call
important.
Your expense to income ratio. How much you spend as against how much you earn.
Yeah, man.
So that when you go in retirement, you can know where the vacuum is. And if you have any good grandpicking or any good children who can fill that vacuum for you. If not, you're going to not. You will fret and dead.
And I'm saying that you can't depend on the children and grandchildren to fill that for you, because they are living in hard times. So you have to start prepare for your own thing from now. And remember this whole thing about longevity, we call it, where you outlive your retirement money, and then you got in that destitution because you them in a problem now. I tell you, so them can't afford to help you because everything expensive and them have them own lives to live.
One of the greatest retirement assets is a roof over your head. Come out a rent house.
Yep.
Hey, right now the NHT in this negotiation now. NHT workers are still because they want more money. The NHT should be searching out public sector workers who have no house and give them a house.
Yes.
Quick.
Yes.
Instead of the government to take away people money and not giving them land for it, the government should be giving NHT land to build up their land bank for the money that they legislate to take away the 11.5 billion.
Instead of bulldozing people's house.
I agree.
All those civil servant house that the bulldozer in St. Thomas Hill. The NHT should be in the mouth.
I agree, sir.
Hey, Colin.
Yes,
Ralston.
Yeah, man.
You know one of the goodness of God, why I love God. One day the whole of we are going dead and we're not coming back. Because we can't live so, man. Can't live so.
Yeah.
We can't live with one set call themselves jail. The whole of we come out for the same slave ship. And one set a call himself JLP, one a call himself PNP. And that's so them just a trick up them one another from 1962. And the Christian them, the Protestant and the Catholic and the Seventh-day Adventists, them a cut them one another throat in their house too. We can't live, sir.
Hold on there. Coach Will. He's saying that if the GLP stealing money, let the court prove it. Coach.
Hello.
Hold on, Neville. Coach, tell the Prime Minister to allow the Integrity Commission to do their investigation and they will take him to court. And that's where we need to prove him not thief no money. Tell Andrew Wheatley that allow the Integrity Commission to do their work because they plan to charge him. But he might try stop them from charging him. I try get the court to tell him say not charge him. Tell him to allow the thing and go to court and then they prove. But I just want to say to the people in the chat room, stop paying Coach mind, because if him can't call the program, it means he's a half-wit. So don't pay him no mind. Make him stay there go on right. If him can't call the program, then we know him don't speak from that hole in his face. He's speaking from a hole somewhere else. Continue, Neville. Sorry about that.
Colin, you say the fourth estate was working properly. And when we say the fourth estate based on the French Revolution with them cut man neck over the guillotine.
Yeah.
Me I talk about the media, mainstream media. Me I talk about the courthouse. Me I talk about the common man on the street, take up him phone and call. You know, so Jamaica run better because the court should be fast tracking all of these cases.
Yes.
And trying them by mountain.
Yeah, man. Yes, man. There should be a system in the court that when sitting representative case come before the court, get it done. Get
and
it
the
done.
parliament should be honorable enough for a member to say, I am under investigation, so that the constituents can know what they are up against. Because look here, they are telling you already, I'm telling you again, you know. I ask Ralston Magoro, Ralston, I look up to you, you know, because you put food on my table. You think the BOJ governor, in all his wisdom in Jamaica, brighter than the Chinese governor of the Bank of China?
Nah, man. There's no even no comfort.
So why is it,
Come on.
why is it the Chinese buying up so much gold and the Bank of Jamaica not buying no gold?
Well, you have to ask them, you know. Come on, man. You could have compared the two, man.
Because at the end of the day, when the BRICS win the war and the multipolar world come, I wonder what the Bank of Jamaica going to tell the Jamaican people. Because making a loss, you know, the bank should not be making a loss, you know.
No, bank shouldn't be making a loss. Why is the bank losing, Raleigh?
Because of the difference between the money that it is getting on the instruments that it invests and the money that it is paying out on the instruments that it issues, as well as its operational costs.
So are you saying to us that this constant mapping up is one of the reasons why the Bank of Jamaica is
Yeah, man,
losing
because
money?
they have to pay, yeah, man, they must pay interest on it. So they have that, and they have the cost of operating the bank, and then they subtract that from the returns that they are getting from the instruments that they invest abroad.
And they're saying that they're losing, what, $4 billion from the start of this year?
Yeah, man.
Not good.
Not good.
And another thing I want to leave you with, you know, I'm guided by Ralston, my guru. Ralston, in this recession and this inflation, when the man up at Cherry Garden used to use $5,000 to be in business, no one want 10,000.
Yeah,
Yes.
man.
So what are going to do to the man down at Rima? The cash flow never cut.
Definitely.
Of course, then in our worst a problem. Yeah, man. Because team cash is limited from day one, and it couldn't meet his basic needs. So it mean a more problem now in meeting his basic needs, and then him and him woman have a whole argument and all of them things, just as you said.
Me have a friend, you see. Me have a friend. I have a billionaire friend living in Cherry Garden, you see. But when you value him asset value over 1.6 billion. But you see, when you look on him balance sheet, him don't have no cash in on, you know.
Well, I'm not telling you, right now, people have a problem. There are a whole lot of people that are asset poor, but they are asset rich, but they are cash poor. And in times like these, you need more cash at your disposal.
Thank you. And it is the cash in hand that they want to survive, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because credit card debt kill them up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Leaving it right there, never to be continued.
Hey, may your food basket never empty, Colin Bell. May your food basket never empty, Ralston, man.
Blessings.
Take care.
May your food basket never empty, never Carter.
And speak. All right, he can speak.
Microphone. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
Raleigh. The Bank of Jamaica mopping up liquidity every day, giving investors an avenue to make money instead of dealing with production. The government of Jamaica is also floating bonds. How much they float this week?
$4 billion tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the government of Jamaica is borrowing $4 billion from the Jamaican people at 8%?
8.75.
Nearly 9%. Borrowing money from the Jamaican people so as to finance the budget. The projected revenue by the government has fallen short. So if they continue on the road that we are on, Raleigh, when are we going to see growth again?
Well, the governor already tell you that you're not going to see any growth for this year. And what is happening, that was based on a different global trajectory. The global trajectory is getting more difficult. So it is going to be a long-run situation where you pass this year and maybe you don't see anything. It depends on what is happening internationally till maybe the second quarter of next year, thereabouts, depending on how the war progresses. And the war is going in the wrong direction right now, so we could be in for a protracted depression if the global economy continues to tank under the weight of the war.
And we might see more people joining this war because the Houthis now join the war.
Yeah, man, they join the war, yeah, man.
Huh. The government not listening, Raleigh. They're not listening to us.
They're not listening to nobody, and they don't have a clue about what takes place in the world. I just some little you to some foolish people put in a position and then just there. They don't really understand.
You remember this, Raleigh? Listen to this.
You have our assurance that no matter to what level the price of a barrel of oil goes, this government has the leadership, capacity, and capability to lead Jamaica safely through any storm, oil price increase, or any other geopolitical issues that come our way.
Are we going through this issue, as she said, Raleigh, the government have the capacity, any price oil reach? Are we managing well?
Well, Colin, as we're saying, I mean, that is coming from someone who don't understand what is happening in the world. And she's talking to people who equally don't understand what is happening in the world. So that is why she can make that kind of statement. And it's not get the kind of pushback that it needs to get. Because basically the Jamaican people don't understand what is happening. And she herself don't understand what is happening.
So why there is no pushback on statements like these?
That's the point I make, because the people don't understand, and those who are supposed to understand are not saying anything, either because they are in a political camp or because they are getting something from the current status quo. And the truth is that the people who are supposed to oppose that, who we pay, they are not pushing back as they ought to.
We have a call on the line. Caller, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show. We're live on Portland Spice TV. Now, like up the video for me, everybody. Like up the video. Give the video a like for me, please, and thanks. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, man. Bless up.
Blessings.
You can hear me clearly?
Yes, man.
Sorry. Hey, everybody, like up the chat. I'm here, Colin. Sorry, I just want to finish my statement I was making earlier. You know, because there's a tune from Massacre. Right? I don't know if you know the DJ guy named Massacre.
Yeah, man, we know Massacre.
Massacre said, all we need is just a chance to show them what we can do, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, people. Listen to me. And listen to Mr. Hyman and listen to Mr. Colin. Big up the show. One of my favorite. But let me finish this statement, bro. Juliet Cockburn Flynn, a.k.a. Athlete's Foot. You should have never put that out. You're a member of parliament. You understand? You should never engage in social media at all unless you're doing something for the community. That's the first thing, right? Next thing, Colin, I don't know if you heard about Ricky Rubio. You heard about Marco Rubio new video? You heard about that, brother?
Which one? The one when Teleman said don't touch him?
No, not that one. The one where him tell a story about one immigrant. I guess he was a mortician and he did some kind of sexual acts on bodies. I don't know.
No, I never heard.
Yeah, there's a new video out there. I think you need to research that. I don't want to
I'll find it.
Say it too much, but
all right.
Yeah, I heard it on another station, another credible station.
All right, respect, because you were here before, so we'll take a few more calls and wrap up. Here we're not going over time tonight. Call me back Saturday morning. I have to run. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the Colin Bell Show.
Good evening, Mr. Colin Bell.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I listen to your program and entertaining, you know.
Yeah.
But my problem is me I worry, you know. I'm Jamaica, honest to God. Because I have there's some kids down there go to school and I tell myself, you know. To Jamaica the economy are run, you know? I wonder what gonna really happen. I tell you. Yeah, and I wonder. Cause it's rough already. And you know it will get rougher.
It's gonna get rougher yet. Hear me.
Yeah, man, because me I tell you, you know, we send like 3 people go to school, you know. And like 3 of them go high school and all them things there. It's rough, you know, man. And then the government, me don't know where. If the government, you know, do nothing good. Just trying to kill all the poor people.
They don't know what to do, caller. The point is the government is in a dilemma. They don't know where to turn, and they don't want to listen to those of us who are giving them the ideas and suggesting what the government needs to do. So the problem is we have a government who lacks vision, but also does not want to take advice.
Yeah, and that's really bad. Because, look at it, as a man who is you say, a black man, a Jamaican, right? You thought him would be the right man to run the country, right? And build it because I'm a Jamaican. But him not do nothing good.
Man,
Instead of build the country, because right now, I hear that the people in a Vineyard Town are crying. Vineyard Town people say them are going to lose them house and stuff.
Why?
The government has said, they're taking away the lands and give it to private people.
Hold on there. Raleigh, you see an article that says that the French secure some land in Jamaica for the...
Yeah, man.
What kind of lands are those?
See, one of them paper there. I never read it in details, you know. That's why I know all those people.
Is it the government float some energy thing the other day, right? For people to invest in renewable?
Yeah.
Could this be one of those investors coming in?
I don't know. I have to check it out in detail and find out where I'm going.
All right, please check it out for us and update us Saturday morning. And somebody saying, ask Raleigh, who do we get our oil from?
All across the board, Nigeria, Brazil, and all of them.
And what is our oil reserve like, if we have any?
We don't have no reserve.
We don't have no reserve?
No.
We don't have any way to keep that?
No. It's a damn thing, man.
All right, caller, wrap up for me.
I will bring in a whole lot of finished product. So.
Okay, we'll for finished product.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, caller, go ahead.
Yeah, man, so... Me worry, man. I really worry. Coming back September and the price everything will go up and kids will go to school and the economy will go away, you know? Even me, right now, I have in my mind, so I go spend a little money and buy a car to go up on the road to run taxi. But when you see what happens, kind of get scared.
A coaster bus for go through the toll rally is what, 7,500 each way from Ocho to Kingston? Rally?
Yeah, man.
All right, go ahead, caller.
Yeah, so me change my mind. Me plan to buy a car, put on the road to run taxi, to go and stop a gap. But no, sir. I changed my mind, Mr. Bell.
All right, my brother.
Because when I watch the TV, watch YouTube and TV, I watch and see, oh man, I get ticket to Jamaica and stuff. You say, no, you know, me worry about Jamaica, honestly to God, me worry.
All right.
All right, then, Mr. Bell.
Yeah, man, blessings. Thanks for the call. Me not understand, coach. Hold on the Rally, I'm coming right back. Rally, you back with us? Rally's on a call. I know me this coach a call. So I don't know why you run for coach? Where you hide? We want hear you because you in the chat room I make a whole heap of talk and I run off your mouth. Rally, you back with us?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. This is one of them French company that were going on solar. Them not tell you which part them I get the land, but them say man them secure land going on solar production, renewable energy production.
And I know that leading up to the election, a lot of companies was touching base, trying to find out how to get land to go into solar. Coach.
Yeah, man.
Yes, what's up?
Yeah, man. Talk to me
Yeah.
now. You're in the chat room or talk. I take on the
Yeah,
people
man,
in the chat room. Take we on.
Yeah, me that talk because when me talk, you see, I'm say we are do. We are defend PNP. We not defend Jamaica.
No, but we not
That's the
defend
first.
PNP. We not defend PNP. We are
No,
defend Jamaica.
No, not defend PNP because listen, the PNP up to now, the PNP does sit down and wait to hear something wrong for jump on the ship. I know when I say the PNP come forward and say, boy, these are our plan going forward, and PNP has never done that. It's like they are bankrupt.
No, man, but hold on.
And people
hold on, the
right
coach.
now, let me tell you something.
No, hold on, coach.
Yeah.
Hold on. Did the PNP deliver a slew of plans leading up to the election? And did they deliver any plan in the budget debate?
Yeah, but listen.
No, man, answer that. Answer that.
Yeah, I'm answering it. They talk some things, but at least 70% of the thing, when the real analysts them go down there and realize that it just couldn't work.
All right, let me
Like
ask.
Colin, hold on,
caller.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Raleigh.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't want a man come try to mix me up in a foolishness, you know. Me are the real analyst. I hear me, I tell you, you know. Right now, the economy declined by 11% in 6 months. That's a very steep recession. That moved real GDP. We know you don't know about numbers. That moved real GDP, our GDP adjusted for inflation from $2 trillion to $1.65 trillion. Real GDP is the total market value of all the goods that we produce adjusted for inflation, right? So we're almost $300 billion poorer than a year ago, right? One of the things that we need to do now, government revenue collection is $22 billion below budget. The reason why the government revenue collection is $22 billion below budget is because the taxes that you collect is a function of the amount of income that you are generating. So if the income of the country is falling, it means tax collection is going to fall. 20,700 people lose their job between April of 2025 and April of 2026. 20,700 people leave the labor force, bringing the number of persons outside of the labor force to 681,000. 350,000 of those persons should be working. The Bank of Jamaica is mopping up liquidity because inflation is accelerating because of the higher energy prices. No fuel hedge to deal with that. Yeah? The government not collecting enough revenues because rather than respond to the recession by pumping more money in the system, they are taking more money out of the system because the only policy priority the government has is to hit the debt to GDP target of 60% by the fiscal year 27-28.
Hold on the rally. Hold on a little bit. Because, Coach, Julian Robinson in the budget debate said that the government should go to electronic. What did Julian say again, Raleigh? Electronic taxi.
Electronic revenue collection.
Electronic revenue collection. Why? Tell us why that couldn't work. Because your government said it couldn't work. Why it couldn't work?
Why couldn't work?
Yeah, why that couldn't work?
Of course, it could have worked. I'm not saying it could not work. But listen, what are the great benefits that it would bring?
All right, listen, Raleigh. What are the benefits that electronic tax collection would bring?
That would bring the government more revenues and put them in a better position to spend on the country's capital stock and to pay the public sector workers a better salary so that they can improve their productivity and drive economic growth.
Approximately how much money we're losing because people who are collecting GCT not paying it over to the government?
Well, the original estimate from Julian is that would move up by about $10 to $15 billion. So we have this $22 billion shortfall that we're talking about right now.
Because what is happening in a coach, where you don't understand. A whole heap of them Chinese shop, the downtown, all about over the country. Now, them a collect the GCT when you and I go in to go buy something. Them collect that money, but them not pay it over. What Julian Robinson was saying that is that their cash register should be electronically connected to TAJ. So every time we go in there and them give we a receipt, TAJ would know so them sell $10. So right now $1.50, them charge you for the GCT, that them the government must get that. So that could have worked.
Let me tell you something. Because let me tell you something personally. This is my personal view, and a lot of people share this view, right? That's why the JLP is still in power. The JLP, over every time the JLP is in power, more people are working, which is very. That's one of the
Coach, stop a little bit. Hold on the rally. Coach, let me tell you something. Every time the GLP in power, they crash the Jamaican economy. Every time.
No, that's not true.
All right, hold on. You remember?
That's not true.
Hold on, you remember 2011, Coach?
Yes, I do.
What happened to the Jamaican economy that time?
All right. First, we have to put things in perspective. There was a world recession, I think, about 2009.
2008.
A world recession.
2008.
Yeah, 2008.
The global meltdown.
Yeah, global meltdown.
Yes.
And it affects most of the program that the JLP basically.
What did Audley Shaw? Hold on. What did Audley Shaw and Ed Bartlett tell the Jamaican people about the global meltdown?
I don't remember.
They said it would benefit Jamaica. That's what they told us. That the global recession would have benefited Jamaica, and they said that we never need to go borrow no money. You remember that?
Yeah.
So yes, there was a global meltdown or a global recession, but it was a lack of competence on the Jamaica Labour Party leadership why the country crashed and we got expelled from the multilaterals. You didn't know that? Were you aware of that?
I don't know if we get expelled. I know that we did have some challenges in terms of coming up with a plan.
Hold on.
No.
We got expelled from the multilaterals. IMF, World Bank, none of them would even talk to it because the GLP-led government failed to live up to the expectation or to the requirements under which they got the money to borrow, brother. We were kicked out of the world economy because of incompetence on the part of Bruce Golding, Audley Shaw, Andrew Holness, Edmund Bartlett. You never know that?
If you say, well, listen, we know, as I am saying, history has proven, and this is what I'm going to talk about now. Coming on talk about.
Give me data, you know. Give me data because I'm a gut feeling.
And I'm going to prove it to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to prove it to you. If you compare between 19 about, I think 72 the PNP came to power. 1972, right?
Yeah.
To and the last power, I think 1980, right?
Yeah.
If you compare the period between 72 to 80, I can tell you that the 80 was more progressive.
The 80s were more progressive.
Yes. And listen.
Let me ask you a question.
All right. Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
We're not finished.
Okay.
We're not finished.
Yeah.
We're not finished.
Go ahead.
All right. Me I got give you say, maybe the JLP messed up that 4-year period in the 2007 to 2000. You know matter like 2011.
2007 to 2012.
Colin, hold on.
Hold on a little bit. Coach, hold on a little bit. Go ahead, right?
This nonsense about maybe messed up. There's no maybe messed up.
It crashed.
Yeah? They crashed the economy. Yeah? And that's the most disgraceful episode in Jamaica's economic history since 1962. And that's why them. Shut them out and listen, man.
If we're going to crash.
Shut them out.
Hold on, Coach. Coach, hold on, Coach. Hold on. Go ahead, Roddy. Go ahead.
Shut them out and stop your garbage. Yeah? So, in 2007, the debt to GDP ratio came down from 262%. So when I talk about 1980, the key measure of economic activity is growth and debt to GDP, just like I'm talking about right now. So you grow by 5%, but your debt to GDP move up to 262%. That came down in 2007 to 115%. Poverty moved from 34% to 9%. Unemployment moved from 27% to 9%. The fiscal deficit moved from 9% to 5%. Inflation was down to 5%. The net international reserves moved from minus 500 million underwater to 2.4 billion over water. And where were we by 2012? The debt to GDP was back up to 150%. Unemployment was back up to 9%. 100,000 persons lost their jobs. The current account deficit was 16% of GDP. The fiscal deficit was 5.75% of GDP. The overall public sector deficit was 10.75% of GDP. The current account deficit was 16% of GDP. The net international reserves fell below $1 billion, and we were locked out of the international capital markets. The persons in the international capital markets always laugh off a Jamaican and say, when Jamaica will crash. So don't come with the foolishness about liquor messed up.
Hold on the rally.
And then we're
Hold on the rally.
Listen up.
Coach, hold on the
If we're gonna
Coach, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
If we're gonna talk about
no, man.
crash, right?
Coach, hold on a little bit, no, man. Hold on a little bit.
Yeah.
Everybody have a right to their own opinion. But not to their own facts. Facts are hold on, man. Hold on. Let me just tell you something. Now listen to you, man. Coach, hold on. Let me give you a chance to talk. But I'm saying to you, you cannot debate data with gut feelings. You heard the numbers a while ago. The records are there to show that Jamaica was expelled from the multilaterals. The IMF, the World Bank, the IDB cut off Jamaica. It was beg people like Yvette Clark and what the next lady name? And them beg the IMF. Maxine Walters, Yvette Clark, them beg the IMF. And when the IMF need a budge, then go beg Obama fi go beg the IMF fi talk back to Jamaica. I saw Dr. Peter Phillips and Portia them get back a loan, brother. So it is not an opinion if the economy crash. It is not an idea. It is record. It is history, coach. You have to admit the facts. Make him talk, really. Make him give a talk.
Hold on, coach.
1 second. Hold on. Go ahead.
You know which part him come from and talk about this. And when the man them finally agree, we had the highest primary surplus in the world.
No, man, we'll make you talk, man. Hold on. We'll make you talk. Finish, Raleigh.
Higher than Greece, which had a debt to GDP of 167%. So we even got a higher primary surplus than Greece. And one thing with the man them say, we now go, we call it front loading. You don't know what we're talking about. It's just a chat. In financial terms, them call it front loading. We now front load the money. We have to pass all of the tests them and do all of the things them what the JLP was supposed to do before they get no money. Because we front load the money to the JLP and they never do nothing. That's the man them say.
$2.4 billion was it, right?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead now, coach. Your time. Go ahead.
Yeah. The economic get leaked from in the 90s, and that's the reality under Omar Davis. And that is unapologetically because listen.
Give us the numbers. Give us the data.
Give you the data, right?
Yeah.
All right. The Edward Seago leave the dollar at $5, I think about $5.50. About $5.50. Chicken was about $5 a pound.
Colin.
Hold on the rally. Give him a chance. Make him talk, bro. Make him talk.
Yeah.
Give him a chance.
$5 a pound. Leave factories that people could work. Free zone, Enkel. The JLP, the PNP came into power. 40,000 factory closed, 40,000 business just go underground. Do you know what is 40,000 business? I think it was about 38 banks have to close. If that is not crash, I don't know what is crash.
All right. That is what you have to say. Because
personally embarrassing to even engage in that conversation.
And that's why I don't even want you to speak, Raleigh. I don't even want you to speak. You hold on. Because we coach a talk about a gut feelings. Coach, coach, you have no idea. Let me tell you about the 90s, coach. Coach, let me tell you about the 90s. But listen now. Because you don't have no, coach, you don't have no numbers, brother. You don't have no numbers. Because 1989, coach, Jamaica's debt to GDP was 262%. Did you know that? Did you know that 1989, Jamaica's net international reserve, where your favor brag about now, was minus $500 million? We never have none coming out of 9 years under the GLP.
Well, listen now. Wait now.
Hold on, man.
Edward Siago. Edward Siago spoke when he got power in 1980.
Yeah.
And this is something on record, because this is something when Mr. Edward Siago speak about. It's up on the internet.
What was the debt to GDP in 1980?
Wait now. The Jamaica did only have $10 million in their reserve.
Yeah, but hold on.
Million.
Even if we did have $10 million in reserve at that time, when him leave, we never have none. Minus 500 million, brother. So what's your point? Coach, listen to what I said to you and learn a little thing. Edward Siaga was Minister of Finance and Prime Minister from 1983 to 1989. The debt to GDP was 262%. The net international reserve was minus 500 million. By 1995, when PNP took power 1989, the debt to GDP went down to 85%. Yeah?
And that was the Colin. One thing I want to add to that. That was the first time since Jamaica started to borrow from the IMF under Donald Sangster in 1962 that ever completed a complete IMF test.
You hear that? You hear that, coach?
Yep. From 1995 until the Great Recession, until we borrowed again in 2010, we weren't borrowing from the IMF. We had a staff monitoring program.
So we paid off the IMF in 1995. Told them bye-bye. Yeah?
Yeah, but we're borrowing on the private from the private at high rate, which I hear.
Yeah,
at
that
time,
yes.
We're borrowing at 22 and 16%.
Colin, watch this now. Yeah, we were borrowing at 22 and 16%, but the debt to GDP was only 116% in 2007. How you explain that? Even after the financial sector crisis. How you explain that? That was the last time the economy grew by 3%. How you explain that? Unemployment was 9%. Poverty was 9%. How you explain that?
Coach, I'm going to wrap up the show now because Coach, I'm going to wrap up the show now, but I want to tell you one thing. Since 2016 until now, the average growth of the Jamaican economy is 0.8%. And I want to bet Raleigh and anybody that if you check the growth now, it might be 0.6% under Andrew Holness. Your Jamaica Labour Party administration has not been able to grow the Jamaican economy. No time past 2%.
But I remember clearly under the PNP, me hear negative growth. Me hear 0.1. Me hear all of them the more than me hear. As a matter of fact,
are you aware that the economy is in a recession right now?
Could be.
Could be.
But everything in a recession. Listen.
No, could be. Listen. When you attack economics, coach, let me tell you one thing.
You have to have numbers,
when you attack economics, you have to have numbers. If you don't have no numbers, you can't have the discussion. So, little more we talk again. When you want to talk economics, just do some research. Call all your friend, them neighbor, with their name. You know where their name. Call them, tell them you want some numbers to come talk to Colin and Raleigh. You have to have numbers. Little more. We are run. Raleigh, anything you want to add finally before we leave this evening? Because we are wrap up now.
Yeah. Well, I said, the final thing I want to say, if you have a sensible discussion about the economy, it has to be driven by data, not gut feeling. Yeah?
Data.
If you
Only
if you
data.
don't have the data, stay on your corner. You can't come on a credible program and you don't have the data, you tell them about gut feeling. Get some data before you come. Simple.
You have to have the data. Numbers.
Yeah, man.
Economy is numbers.
It's about numbers.
If
We
you
can't
can't
measure
talk
everything.
numbers, you can't have the discussion. So I suggest to your coach and to the next brethren named David, if you want to learn some things, come and ask Raleigh the questions. Line up a list of questions and come ask Ralston and get knowledge. Because that's why Ralston is here now. It's knowledge he wants to share with everybody. So come and challenge Raleigh without numbers. You're going to just look like a clown and you're going to just waste time for the show. Come and ask questions and then we realize, say, yeah, you seek knowledge. So you get the answers. That is my suggestion to all the labor rights who want to challenge. If you don't have no numbers, you can't challenge. You hear the numbers, Raleigh spit them out all the while. So take the numbers, them. Do some research and see if you can find some different numbers. We say, all right, I lie, Raleigh, I tell you, these are the numbers we me find. But if you don't have no numbers, you can't debate. You have to have numbers. You don't have no numbers, you want knowledge, come ask questions. Because that's why we are here. Because we want to educate the Jamaican people on the Jamaican economy.
Yeah, man, I want to elevate the thing above street corner talk, man.
Yeah, man. So most people come here, you know. And when they come here, they left go up on the corners, go teach. They go up, and they go up on the corners, go teach when them left here, so, you know. So that you know understand, coach. May I tell the final call, Raleigh? Last call for the evening. Yeah, hello, caller. Good evening.
Yeah, I know. So I look like a wrap up still, but that little umbrella make me have to really make a call. Cause listen, me there I go and listen and I go and learn, you know.
Yes.
That little umbrella make me have to make a call, star. Cause me I say, a little brother they come like you know nothing in sense. I wonder if it's more sense. The underline of them time come like $1 trillion right now.
May I tell you? The power of the money them time they're different from now.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
In the US. That come like $1 trillion now, you know. We can't do the real analysis of that, but we know say it might be about $1 trillion, them 30 million US there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Dollar today.
Yeah, man.
You see me? And if I borrow that, I say never.
Hello?
See me?
Yeah.
Them prime minister.
Let me
and
tell
finance.
Most of them don't know the numbers, and they have some talking point where them are talk about business closed down under PNP and this happen and that happen. But they have no empirical data of where the economy was, what drove what, and what caused what. That's why I hear them like to talk about FinSac. But you have never heard them discuss what caused FinSac, because FinSac was the solution to the bank meltdown, of which dear former Prime Minister and leader was a big part of it, a big contributor to the problem, my brother. So, come ask questions, because I can't challenge Ralston.
Okay. That's something we know, man. That's something we know.
Then can't challenge me. Then can't challenge. They can't challenge a student. So I don't want to take on the teacher. Come ask questions of the teacher, and then maybe when you see me alone up here, you try to challenge me, and me I go destroy you the same way.
Entertain them still, you know.
All right, we want to teach them, you know. We want them get knowledge, but they must come ask. You can't come challenge numbers, and you don't have no numbers.
Say something here. I'm gonna say something to you, Khalid. You have to listen to this. If you're a patriotic Jamaican, no matter who you for yesterday, you see me?
Yeah.
Somebody else today, you need to listen.
Yes.
Nobody make your dunce mind and your colored mind where you have. Just go one way.
Let's follow the numbers, man. Follow the numbers.
I finally see it. You see me?
All right, my brother.
Them man just run with them party, tell them to run with.
Yeah, man. We're going to run to have a good evening. Show to Saturday morning. Somebody saying, ask Raleigh, did some fest impact the Jamaican economy, especially because football was happening? Did we get a lot of tourists to the island
for the event?
No. It was diluted because of the structure of the World Cup and the one night and all of them things. Yeah.
They said 30,000 people went
people
doing a rally.
Mm.
That's what I hear in the news this morning, that 30,000 people
Yeah, well, I give the numbers, but I'm not give the mathematics of it. What was the spending and what was this and what was that and that. Because between the World Cup and the recession, that must have a negative impact on the thing.
And we wouldn't have rented as much rooms as we would normally do for some fest.
Correct. Yeah, man. So we need a deeper analysis. That's superficial.
All right. Anything else finally? Raleigh, anything else you want to say before we leave?
All we have to just follow the numbers. I mean, if you are being patriotic, just follow the numbers, yeah? The numbers tell all of the story. I would say all of the numbers are coming. Consumer confidence down. Tax collection down. Employment down. More people leaving the labor force. Government revenue collection down. All those things are red flags in terms of the economy. That's simple. Whichever party you come from, those things are simple things.
So those things are not opinion, facts?
No, those are facts. So we need to fix the problem and stop the foolishness. Simple. Or it will get worse.
The economy is in a recession.
Yeah,
understand that? A steep recession
the
economy is in, and it's going to be a prolonged recession if we don't change course right now and start to fix it.
Denial is not the solution.
That is it. Can't help. Can't help, my brother. Raleigh, thanks for the time.
All right,
blessings, my brother. We'll talk.
Yeah, man. Cool.
All right.
All right. Yeah, man.
People, may the good Lord continue to bless and keep you. Make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. The Lord lift up his light and give you his peace. Until we meet again Saturday morning for another Colin Bell show. Yeah? Where we discuss governance in Jamaica. Governance we discuss. So now understand it. Raleigh? Oh, that sounds like error. Listen, my people. Follow the numbers, follow the data. If you have not yet liked the video, please like it up now. One more time. Bless up everybody. Saturday morning. One love. Louis Culture, take us out.
Tell them to try pre-wee. Big up Portland Spice TV. Tell them to try pre-wee. Big up Portland Spice TV. Remember to subscribe. See, Portland Spice TV. Louis Culture say it once and I say it again. Portland Spice TV. We are going to hold them and pop it off. Bogus match where we rip off. Subscribe, share,